Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. Welcome to Pakistan School Maskari Learning, and we are learning from our book Amazing Science Grade 4, and I'm your teacher Miss Nida Irtaza. Welcome to the science class students. Are you ready to learn something very interesting? We are about to review that most interesting chapters. Don't forget the rules that it will help you to be focused what we are learning. Now it's a review time for unit number 4, living things and the environment, and unit number 5, matter and its states, in which we'll review all the parts of the lesson. First of all, we'll do the brainstorming, then review of pages 32 36 and 40 to 48. After, we'll review some important parts of the lesson. After that, quiz. So listen to the things carefully. Brainstorming, what is the fiber in our food used for? Fiber helps in digestion. What is light? Light is a form of energy. Unit number 4, living things and the environment. To be learned about environment first, that all the physical surroundings on earth are called environment. People, animals, plants, and all other living things rely on the non-living parts of the environment to survive. Biosphere. There are 4 layers of earth in which biosphere is a part of the earth where living things are found. Water is very important part for the human body. 3/4 of the earth's surface is covered with water. Air, light, minerals, temperatures. About 1/5 of the air is a gas called oxygen. As you know that it is a mixture of many gases. Light, we all know that the sun is the natural provider of energy to all the living things. Minerals, the soil contains many minerals which helps plants and animals to grow healthy and strong. Temperature. Plants and animals need to live in a particular temperature. If the temperature is too high or too low, they maybe die. Types of animals. Some are plant-eating animals, some are flesh or meat-eating animals, or some are eating both. So the animals, those are eating plants only, or herbivore. The animals, those are eating only the meat or flesh of other animals that are carnivore, and the animals who eat both, either plants or meat, so they are omnivores. Energy for living things, as you know that all living things need energy. They obtain energy from food. Green plants, we have 3 things very important. One is producer, then consumer, and then decomposer. So students, what are the producers who are making their own food? That are green plants. So green plants use sunlight to make food by a process called photosynthesis. Consumers like us, animals cannot make their own food. They are called consumers. They obtain energy from plants by eating them. Decomposers are small living things that eat everything from waste and garbage to their animals. Examples include worms, mushrooms, some insects, and tiny bacteria. Food chain. The term food chain describes the order in which organisms or living things depend on each other for food. Food energy passes from plants to animals in the form of a long chain called a food chain. As you can see in this food chain, green plants, grass, eaten by grasshopper, eaten by frog, eaten by snake, eaten by hawk. Food web. Consumers often eat more than one kind of food. They are interconnected to each other to form a food web. Animals that live in very cold places like polar bears and seals and whales have thick fur on their bodies. They have thick layer of fat under their skins, which also keep them warm. Animals that live in very cold, hot places like camels, lizards, and snakes rest during the day and look for food at night. They can store water in their bodies for a long time. They can close their nostrils to keep out sand. Adaptation in plants, as you all know that if we are just having a special body part for surviving in particular environment is called adaptations. Animals have different way of adaptations, different body parts showing their how they will survive in a very hot and very cold weather. Plants that grow in very cold places have needle like leaves. They make seeds inside cones. Plants that grow in very hot places have thick fleshy stems which can store water. Their leaves are very tiny. They have very deep roots. They have hard, waxy coats and thorns for protections. For example, pine trees, they have needle-like leaves. They are growing in a winter season or winter weather. They are having cactus having thick fleshy stems and they grow in deserts. Unit number 4, we are about to review question number 5. Describe 3 ways in which plants have adapted to their surroundings. Plants that grow in cold places have thin needle-like leaves. Plants that grow in hot places have thick fleshy stems that can store water. Some plants have a sticky juice or strong smell, so